Are you worried that hiring a tax attorney will only make the IRS come down harder on you? You're not alone. And today, we're going to break down whether that fear holds any weight. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what a tax attorney can do for you and why hiring one might be the smartest move you can make to protect your financial future. Many taxpayers are terrified that bringing in a lawyer will escalate things with the IRS. They think it makes them look guilty, or worse, they're afraid it tells the IRS, hey, I've got something to hide. But here's the truth. The IRS doesn't see hiring a tax attorney as an admission of guilt. In fact, they mostly expect it. The tax code is wildly complicated, and professionals are often needed to resolve things properly. Here's what a tax attorney actually does. Tax attorneys are highly trained professionals with law degrees and deep understanding of IRS procedure. Their job is to represent you, to protect your rights, your income, your assets, and your peace of mind. They can respond to IRS notices. They can respond to audits. They can negotiate installment agreements or offers in compromise. They can stop wage garnishments and levies. And they can represent you in tax court if needed. And here's the big plus. When you work with a tax attorney, your communications are protected by the attorney-client privilege, something you can't get with CPAs and agents. So when should you not hire a tax attorney? Well, if you only owe a relatively small amount, it may not be worth hiring a tax attorney to help. If you're just trying to get a refund faster, there's nothing an attorney can really do to make that happen. If the stakes are low, like it's a really small audit or a minor issue, it also might not be worth hiring a tax attorney to help. So when should you hire a tax attorney? Well, if you received an audit notice and there's a substantial amount of money at stake, it may be worth hiring one. If you have a large amount of unpaid tax debt, or the IRS has threatened enforcement action, like filing a lien, doing a bank levy, or issuing a wage garnishment, a tax attorney might be able to help. People sometimes ask, will hiring a tax attorney make things worse? Hiring a tax attorney will not make your situation worse. The IRS can't retaliate just because you got legal help. Most of the time, they're happy that you hired someone who knows what they're doing. It's a much more streamlined process if the IRS gets to deal with a tax attorney familiar with its rules and processes than dealing with a taxpayer who may not know their way around the system. So let's go over some common myths regarding hiring a tax attorney. One is that the IRS will automatically assume that you're guilty. Again, that's not the case. Many times they expect you to have representation, particularly if it's a more complicated issue. The tax court is thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of words long. They don't expect a regular person to understand it all. The other common myth is that attorneys are too expensive. And sometimes that's true if you have a minor issue. The bigger issue you have, the more worthwhile it is to hire a professional to help you rather than to do it yourself. The last myth, it's not really a myth, but I can handle this myself. And if you have a simple, streamlined issue, like you only owe the IRS $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, that is something that you could resolve yourself. So hiring a tax attorney won't make your problems worse. It could be the thing that gets your problem solved. If you're dealing with IRS stress, don't do it alone. You can book a free discovery call with our firm, and we can walk you through what we can offer.